my absolute best friend in the world. And the closest thing I've seen to it is a pure child of God. Best friend being, we talk about everything, we share everything, we counsel each other's lives, we have the best of times together. We always laugh, we cry together, we do it all. We're absolute best friends. And in the child of God remark, I have just gotten so close to her to realize that if I had to clarify her identity, it would be that she knows the Lord. She's close to Him. She feels Him and knows Him, and that is a child of God.
When we decided to date, God kind of watched that go into every part of his life, of just him just wanting to honor the Lord with his whole life and wanting to give his whole life as pretty much as a living sacrifice to God. And watching that just spoke to so many different pieces of my heart of this person that I've prayed for, and all of a sudden I just realized I don't want to do life without him.
You love me for me, and you help me realize my mistakes do not define me. Jesus does. You also held my hand through nursing school, which is a beast all on its own. There are so many days that I wanted to give up and quit. But every time I brought my doubt to you, you met me with reminders of what the Lord was calling to my life. And you continued to push me to do my best, and with your help, I graduated with honors. And probably our craziest trial we've ever faced together. Was when I was diagnosed with cancer. There was nothing that could have prepared us for that. It was a diagnosis that completely changed our whole life. Everything we dreamed of, everything we planned for, up to that moment came to a complete standstill. Even though we were grateful for the diagnosis, there is still a lot of fear and many tears. It was a season that I wasn't able to give a lot. But when I could only bring 20%, you were right there with me, giving the other 80% with a smile on your face. You loved people passionately and selflessly, and just watching you made me want to love people better.
eyes, watery eyes, not howling when she's waving high, her other hands in mine.
Our story started in San Francisco about 2 years ago. I was working there at like a homeless ministry outreach type of church, and Megan moved out there to join our clinic.
First time I met you, we went to San Francisco to visit them, and I was pretty much deathly ill with the flu. It was so bad, I couldn't leave the hotel room the entire time. So Matt comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "You're really tall," like super delirious. So that was our first impression, but he couldn't really help that one.
We were trying to decide whether or not like we were going to do long distance, and it kind of seemed stupid because we had only known each other for 3 months, and but it was kind of like one of those things that when you meet somebody, you don't really get to choose the timing, and it was just silly not to. Like, he was exactly the kind of person I was looking for, and that was what he was looking for, so.
I've considered Matt my brother since that trip to San Francisco, and we've grown even closer since then. I'm so happy that he's officially joining the family.
4 months into dating, like October, November roughly, when I told my parents like I need to start saving for a ring. I think this is going this direction. I think we're going to propose at the end of that following summer. May have been fast, but I just knew when I knew.
I know that they're going to have a Christ-centered marriage because they've already faced trials as a couple. A few months ago, Megan was diagnosed with cancer. All of their plans for life after marriage had to be changed, and yes, it was hard. But I called Matt to see how he was doing, and he said, "I don't care if all of our plans change. I just want to take care of Megan. I just want to know she's okay." And that was very comforting. They both trusted in the goodness of God and took him at his word. I remember when all this was happening, my dad said, "This is a person who just met Jesus. They have a weak faith. But our family, we've seen miracle, 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 miracle. And it's impossible not to trust in his goodness and know that he works all things together for those who love him. We have a good God."
There was definitely a lot of things that happened that led up to one specific moment where I felt like I was in love with her. It was during the process, right before we started dating, and I was praying to the Lord and fasting and trying to figure out if it was a healthy relationship, if it was something that I should do going forward. And the main thing I had been praying to the Lord was wanting to know, does Megan have a relationship with you? Does she know you well? Does she know the scriptures? And because I knew if we both had that core value, the relationship would last and it would be strong. And on the 8th day of my fast, I actually had a dream. And in the dream, I was with Megan, and I was going to the Lord. And I went to the Lord, and I was kind of interacting with him as though he was similar to a worldly father. And I said, "Dad, I want to introduce you to Megan." And he said, "I already know her. I already have an amazing relationship with her. I already love her." And then I woke up right after that, and that's when I realized that I was in love with this person.
Getting diagnosed with cancer was a very shocking experience. It was really, really hard to be told that you have cancer. But I remember being told I have cancer and walking out. I went to the doctor's appointment by myself, and I remember walking out of the hospital and just thinking like, that's crazy. Like, that sucks. And I was scared, and I remember like calling my mom, and she was the first person I told, and I remember being like, "Mom, like," she's like, "I can't really talk right now." And then it's like, "Mom, like, this is important." And she's like, "Oh, okay." what's up? And I remember just like on the phone, it was the first time telling somebody, and I was just like, Mom, I have cancer. And she started crying on the phone, and I remember being like, Mom, please stop crying. Like, if you keep crying, you're gonna make me cry. And, it was super difficult, and telling my dad pretty much the same thing. Super hard. But even harder was telling Matt. Because your parents will always love you, and they'll always support you, but you see Matt, he is a dreamer, and he has all these hopes, these dreams, and he's going to do such amazing things. But none of those involved a sick wife in my head. And so when I was going to tell him, he was at work, and I was like, hey, I texted him, and I was just like, hey, can you come home quickly after work? And he immediately called me. He was very persistent. So I ended up telling him over a phone that I had cancer, and it was really challenging. He was amazing about it. And I remember just going home, and he had met me there, and he just held me and told me it was going to be okay, and told me God had a plan for my life, and if it involves cancer, it involves cancer. It was about a week. I got diagnosed on a Friday, and the following Friday I got to find out what stage of cancer I was in. And pretty much I was in early stages, and I could go and living a relatively normal life, or I was in the late stages, and my life was kind of gonna hit a wall. And the day before I got the diagnosis, Matt looked at me and he said, Megan, no matter what happens tomorrow, like, I will always love you. I remember him just saying, like, if you're in stage 4 cancer, like, we're gonna go down to the courthouse and get married today. Like, I want to marry you with or without cancer. Like, I want you to be my life partner, and I want you for as long as I can have you. And just hearing that, it meant the world to me. And just knowing you have the most amazing partner in the world meant the world to me.
We will find a way. We will find a way. It goes straight to the heart. Goes straight to the heart.
We are super blessed that we were in stage 1. I was able to get through nursing school,
Which was huge.
which was huge. Nursing school was definitely a trial too. But we did all of it together, and I couldn't be more excited to get married to him. And it should be quite the adventure.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're excited.
Yeah, we are.